everyone, welcome to 40 Plus Life. Today I'm going to go over something different. I'm going to do my April 2021 budget so I can get it all planned out and ready to go. So first thing that I have here is my front page. What I usually do on this front page is I'm going to write out what like mini goals that I want to do for the month. So I usually write out pay off something. Pay off, I know I want to pay off my Chevron credit card and pay off Walker furniture. So these two will only happen if I get my tax refund. Let's see. And so in addition to that, I also put, I was pretty strict on my workouts. Before I got COVID in January, I was working out probably 6 days a week. And once I got COVID, recovery was very slow and it just took me a long time to get back to normal. So right now my goal is to work out 4 times a week. And that's if I can wake up on the mornings on Tuesdays, because that's a work day. So I only work 4 days a week. So I'd like to work out on Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and then one more day during the week. So Tuesday is in the middle, so I'm hoping that I can do that. And then I need to be better at recording. So recording at least twice a week. I've got a backlog of stuff, but I want to get up on it more. And it's not that much of a backlog. And then also edit twice a week. And then add more to emergency fund. If I can pay off both of these, this Chevron one is like 700 and something. The Walker furniture is I think 1,500 left, and that would be great to pay off because it's interest free until July. So once July hits, all that past interest is gonna go back on it. So I'd like to have it paid off. So I'm hoping I get my tax refund this month in April so I can do that. I did file my taxes back in February, so like a lot of people, I've just been waiting. So it's a waiting game. So we'll see how that goes. And then as of now, then the other thing I like to put on here, what my current debt totals are. And this is not including my mortgage. Chevron, which is 736. Walker is, less than I thought, 0.08. Capital One, about 2,200. I have so many credit cards, it's not even funny. So there we go. Now I need to add this up. which I don't have my calculator with me, so hold that thought. Okay, so since I usually do this stuff at my computer and I use my computer calculator, or I'll use my phone as a calculator, but I'm recording with my phone, I had to go over to my computer to add this up because I don't have a side calculator. So maybe I'll have to get one, we'll see. So this is my total debt right now, not including my mortgage. Okay, so now I go to my calendar, and so I've already written in what my paydays were. I get paid bi-weekly, and then I have a home that back in California that I'm renting out, so my tenants pay me on the first of each month. So I only work 4 days a week because this is a big part of my income. So then I'm just gonna write in what my stuff is. So I pay my rent here in Vegas, and then also pay my mortgage. And so basically my rent and my mortgage is covered through my rental income. So there we go. And then I usually just will write income, bills, appointments, holidays, and events. So April will be kind of a crazy month for me because I'm getting surgery. So I guess that's the first thing I should write down up here is, I guess surgery. And then the 2 weeks before is me doing pre-op stuff. Pre-op clearance with PCP and blood work. And then the next Thursday, what am I getting? It's just pre-op appointment at the hospital. And then, even though I've already had it, I've already tested negative, I have to get another COVID test, and I got my first vaccine. I need to, oh yeah, it's another thing I should write on here, April 22nd. So I'm getting my surgery on the 14th. The 22nd, I am getting my second COVID vaccine. And then, what's the date here? At least 4 days before, I have to get a COVID test. And they wanted me to do it at the hospital, so they wanted me to have this pre-op appointment like somewhere around here, but I have to work, and I'm already taking Wednesday and Friday off because we're closed Thursdays. So they're allowing me to get a test somewhere else and to bring it in. So I will go to urgent care and go get a COVID test at urgent care. And I guess those are all appointments. First I was like, is this an event? No. These are all appointments. Surgery, COVID test, not really an appointment, but because it's just walk in, and then that. And I think that's all I'm going to do for this for right now, because there's more stuff to do. So, this is like the big exciting thing here. This is my budget for April. So, this is how I do it, and this is what works for me, because I have so much stuff. I can't use any kind of printout where, you know, with a set number of boxes and this and that, because it seems like my stuff is either I'm getting more or I'm getting less, and until things are paid off, especially on the debt section, it takes up all these pages. So, and I have a lot of cash envelopes and sinking funds, and they all seem to work for me, and if there's any that I consolidate, it's just going to be a few. So yeah, but this works for me. So this is what I do. So first I write out what my expected income is going to be. So I get, like I said, I work 4 days a week. So, and I get paid bi-weekly, and there's 3 checks in April. So my first check, I always get a little bit more because my boss gives me just extra money for my health insurance. So it's just like a little perk. And then my rental property income, Aki's payment, that's my younger daughter. Whoops, I didn't write. Aki, her name is Autumn, but I call her Aki because it means autumn in Japanese. I'm half Japanese. So, so she pays me, you know, approximately this much every month, depending on how much the bills that come in, and I pay for her bills that I pay for both of us. That's hers, like car insurance, the cell phone, stuff like that. Miscellaneous I leave because sometimes I get extra income. Like I used to, you know, help my boyfriend out with his property management company, so I get some kind of money for that, which I don't do anymore. But I do sometimes get other income from like online survey or some other thing that I might do. And then a carryover from the previous month. This is what I'm expecting to have, hopefully, which would be great. I always like to have a nice cushion amount to carry over, just in case, you know, because it's bi-weekly, you never know, you know, if it's going to be close enough for, like, especially the important ones like rent and mortgage, which are most important right now. Oh, and the other thing I want to add, miscellaneous could also be like stimulus, but I already got that, and I don't think we're going to be getting any more, but like my tax refund. I'm not budgeting that at all because I have no idea when that's going to come, the tax refund. So I also went to go see if I had any kind of calculator, which I don't. I used to have a really nice one, but when I moved, I just got rid of a lot of stuff, so I don't have anything. So after I go through each thing, I'm gonna have to pause to go over to my computer to add everything up and then come back. So sorry about that. I will probably invest in a calculator at some point in the future. We shall see. So for now, I went and totaled my budgeted income for April, which is $7,085. And now I'm going to go through all my expenses, which I'm going to close this up here. There we go. Hopefully you can see this. If not, let me know for the future. This is my first time actually doing overhead like this. I usually just film things, you know, differently. I've never done this before, so thought I'd do something different. This is really to help me remain accountable for everything and see how I do paying things off. So yeah, so now we're gonna go through my debt. So state tax is for California. It was money owed previously when I was working self-employed, and I guess I didn't pay enough taxes. So I actually think I only have a couple more payments left, so I'm really excited that that'll be done. But they take it out of my bank account automatically each month, $80. Capital One, I think I do 50. And then Care Credit, 71. PayPal Credit, right now it's like 40. Walker Furniture, hope I can pay this off, but for now I'm just gonna do the bare bones. Oh wait, shoot, I'm supposed to be doing more on one of them. I forgot. Well, I'm not going to. No, I'm going to do it on the Chevron one. So until I know for sure, I'm just going to do 100. Normally, the minimum payment for Chevron is like 30 or something, but I'm going to do more just in case. Amazon. So everything else is like all the minimum payments. I'm very conservative right now with these. I did pay off 3 little ones. I mean, really little. I'm talking about just a couple $100s, and I started from the lowest up. So Chevron is my next one to pay, and because I like to have that cushion, I will pay more than the minimum for sure, but I don't know. I like to make sure I'm okay first before I dive down too deep. So by the end of the month, if I don't have my tax refund, I might throw in another payment before the statement ends. So the Disney credit card, M Life, Wells Fargo. I'm on some kind of plan with them right now because, yeah, that whole thing sucks. But yeah, my mom, I pay $100 a month. Okay, and okay. So this is the part that I missed right now. So I'm gonna go add up my expenses and then add up my debt so that you can see what I do, how that all works. Okay, so before I do anything else, I'm gonna highlight what my income is, okay? And then I already added, okay? So 4009 is what all my expenses add up to. And I'm going to use this pen to highlight that amount, and then use my green pen. And so I added that up, and then this is what I do. I subtract my income to my expense total, and then I get, this is what's left, $3,076. And then, so that's what I know. So that's why I know what my money is going to, is that. And then from there, I add up all my debt, and this is what I have, $1,094. So my debt is pink, right? So then I always do that. And then as you can see, I've subtracted that 3,000 amount to this, and that's what I have left, 1,982. So now from there, I can see how much I can add to my cash and sinking funds. And this is for the month, so I gotta think. So what I do when it comes to cash envelopes and sinking funds is, so I decide what I'm gonna do for the month, and then I split it up. So whatever this total is, I will take half of it out on the first check, and then half of it out of the second. Although this month there's 3 checks, but I think I'm still just gonna do it the way I normally do it. Because I'm not gonna do it 3 times. So I'm just gonna do it twice, and then I'll do 2 stuffings each month, basically, is how it works. So now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do here. So compared to last month, like I had a smaller amount of cash envelopes and sinking funds, and then as a month progressed, I decided to add some other ones. So that's just basically how it is. So when I do my first stuffing, I will record that so you can see, and you can see all my, how I do it and this and that. But for right now, I'm just budgeting for the month to see if I can do it. So, because last month was like probably half the amount of envelopes, and I don't want to go crazy on the amount. So probably won't add to all of them. So let me think here carefully. Christmas for sure. I'm gonna do 100 for the month. So that one I'm not sure yet. Rainy day, I'm gonna put 50. Travel. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. See what happens. I think that's it for that. Okay, so I'm gonna add this up. See what we got, and just go with it. Oh, sorry, you couldn't even see all that. So I was writing it all. You probably only saw up to here, but yeah. So these are all the ones I was talking about. I'm gonna go add all this up, and then I'll be right back. Okay. So I went and added up all my cash envelopes / sinking funds, and I got a total of $945. So I'm really happy. I didn't want to go over 1,000, so I am happy with that. So with that, what's that? That is yellow. With that, I still have $1,037 left. So yay! So then on the next page, next page is my savings and investments. So I do have, right now, I think I stopped it for a moment. I think it's already back up, starting my next check. Twice a month, I have $75 taken out automatically for my checks to go into my emergency fund. So it's just twice a month right now because I wanted to see how that would go. So that's $150. So I'm gonna budget $150 for that. These are my I have two checking accounts. One is for where I get like my rent payment or my rental income, and the rest is like for here. So this is what, like, basically back home in California, my bank. So I keep both because it works out great for me. So I have a just in case savings account, and then another just in case savings account at the other bank. So I just transfer over a very minimal amount each month, as a just in case. So it slowly builds up. So I will probably I'm gonna do 50 for each of those. And then Chime, I started the Chime account originally to be my Christmas sinking fund, but then I realized I liked having it as a cash, as an actual envelope where I can see the cash. So I just rolled that over, and there's only $50 in there right now anyway, so it's not that much. But I might as well just build it and have it just be just another savings account. So, especially I think it's a higher yield one too, which is good. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna probably just start small because I don't want to go crazy. I do have a few different investment accounts that I have not put anything to in quite some time, just because things were all over the place. So I left the others out, and I just put this one in just in case. That's why I started an investment sinking fund envelope, so that if I build enough in there, I will eventually start putting money back in there, because I would really love to do that again because I need to badly. But again, debt is priority. So I'm not gonna budget anything for this month on that. And then the 52-week challenge, I don't do this as normal. Like, I don't put like $1 for the first week, $2 for the second. I just throw money in there as I have it. So I think for the last month I threw in $35 for the month. So I'm gonna try and put in a little more, because that would be great. So I'm gonna just aim for 50, and let me go add that up. Okay, so that added up to $325, which leaves me, subtracting the $1,037 to this, I am left with $712. So I'm very excited for that, because like I said, I do like to have a leftover cushion. And again, this could change. You know, this is just budgeted. So if it actually turns out to be this, here's my blue pen, that would be fabulous. You know, plus or minus a little bit is fine. So that is my goal for that. And then, you know, again, depending on what happens, I may put more towards Chevron. I really hope I get my tax refund, because then I have, you know, another budget set aside for that. But that would be awesome, because I would love to get rid of this Walker Furniture card. Let me see here. This is actually better than what I did last month. I think last month I was left with not that much, maybe a couple hundred, but then I got the stimulus and then some other income I didn't expect, so it actually worked out great. And so that's why I'm back to this cushion. So that is really nice. Anyways, so this was my April budget for 2021. Thank you so much for joining me on this. This is my first time doing this on camera, so I'm sure there's a lot of mistakes and just me flubbing up in general, but thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and hope you weren't too bored. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.